The center of physical senses within the brain. There is an area in our brain that is referred to as the center of physical senses. In the neocortex, there are many centers, like the center for reasoning, imagination, memory, and other centers. But the most important of these centers is the center for analyzing the inputs from our 5 physical senses. The result of these analyses are then sent to other parts of the brain. This center gives us information from the surrounding hemisphere outside of our body. For example, when we hear a sound, the brain is able not only analyze the information contained in the sound, but also the location of its source, within 6 different directions: up, down, left, right, front, and back. This is why we often see ourselves at the center of existence, as we associate everything around us with this center. Also, on occasions, when we are surprised by a certain sudden sound, this sudden shock can even affect our breathing, as we suddenly alter our breathing in response to the shock. This response actually also has an immediate effect on our own physical life, as breathing is a fundamental for sustenance of our physical life. Therefore, the external environment can have a direct effect on our breathing cycle and our life. Therefore, this is one reason being aware of one's breathing cycle, the inhalation and exhalation, is part of the exercises in the path of spiritual evolution of body and soul. Moreover, all of us see the world through the center which connects all our 5 senses to the external world. Yet every one of us has a different understanding of the world we live in, as we all look at the world through different viewpoints. Thus, the world we perceive differ based on our viewpoints, which are all relative. Therefore, there are no exact common understanding of the external world between 2 people, as we all have different viewpoints, and thus our interpretation of common events also differ, even if we are exposed to the same event. This relative experience is clearly explained in the examples of general relativity, where, for example, 2 people are observing the same event from 2 points of view. Say, for example, one person is standing on a station platform, while another is on a train that is moving. And the one on the train throws an apple in the air and then catches it. For the person in the train, the motion of the apple is vertical, while for the person on the platform watching the same apple, because of the movement of the train, it appears to follow a curved path. So the same phenomenon appear to follow different paths for 2 different observers. This principle has been observed by the Sufi master Sohrawardi, and almost 900 years later by Einstein. Thus, all our physical observations are tied to time and space. Yet, when one opens one's inner senses, the phenomenon the observer sees is not governed by time and space, as these observations sit outside of time and space. Therefore, if 2 or more people see the same phenomenon using their inner senses, they also see the same exact phenomenon, unlike the case we stated with the apple and the moving train, as the metaphysical realm is not limited by time and space. Therefore, there are always possibilities of errors in physical observations that do not occur in metaphysical observations through one's inner senses.